Sundays are definitely my earliest day of the week. And so when I make the coffee, I always come out here to grind the beans, because otherwise it'll be too loud and wake everybody else in the house. I'm definitely not a fan of this whole still dark for an hour after I wake up thing. It's not cool. I used to, like, I guess August is the peak time to drive to work on a Sunday because the sun's coming up right as I'm driving, and I'm definitely a huge fan of watching the sunrise come up as we get ready to start the whole church thing on Sundays. It just puts me in the right mood. But I thought I'd take some time to just kind of like show you guys a little bit of behind the scenes for what goes on a Sunday morning. A lot of people ask like what all goes into it, or what my job really consists of, and it does change week to week depending on what we're doing. But I thought I'd take you guys and show you kind of what I do. Usually I get to the office about an hour before worship practice starts, which is at 8 o'clock. So I usually try to get there around 7, and then I make sure all the music is ready and printed off and all that stuff. Sometimes I do that during the week, but sometimes I save that for Sunday mornings. And then I usually go over my sermon and make sure I'm all prepared there, and I'm in the right mindset and all that kind of stuff, and pray a little bit, and then I go up and get ready to start practice, and then we go over that with the praise team, and then I just double check the computer, make sure the computer is all ready to go so that we don't have any issues there. But this morning I've got Sam teaching for me, so that'll be kind of nice. That gives me more time to do some of this stuff, and so I'm excited for that. I don't know if you can see it, but the sun is just beyond the horizon there. It's going to start coming up within the next 10 minutes or so. Pretty pumped for that. All these lights on 31 are motion censored on Sunday mornings, and sometimes I sit here for like 5 minutes just waiting for it to turn because it's so used to there not being that much traffic waiting at the lights, and 31's the priority street, so that's fun. Not really. Oh, there we go. It's usually right here as I'm looking out my window. There's the corn, and then there's the sunrise that's usually happening. Although the last couple weeks, it's been pretty dark. Not a huge fan. Not a huge fan at all. Closer. Definitely getting closer. Guys, I rearranged the chairs a little. You have to let me know what you think. Fun fact, you can control the lights on that little panel here. I have like some presets. Like, this is just number 1 is like full brightness but no stage lights. 2 is what it was on when I usually turn it on, and 3 is kind of like some mood lighting. But I hardly ever use anything else past that. Or this computer, once we plug it in here, will allow us to control the lights from here. So that's fun. And that's basically the same setting as number 2 on the panel over there. Got some energy, some calming stuff, a message, or I like to leave it on just that main one. Electric guitar amp, which is under this sound thing. I think you can even see it right now. Guitar pedals. Oop, that was already plugged in. Getting ready for practice. On team this morning, got Taylor. How's it going?
Good.
What's your favorite part of Praise Team?
I like playing for people, worshiping God. It's pretty awesome.
There you go. Good answer. We keep him contained in jail, behind the cage.
You what?
What's your favorite part about worship team?
Being really loud.
Being really loud. Nice. All right, I'm gonna check your guitar one more time now that I'm out here. Sweet. All right, Jake, play the whole kit. Okay, play everything. Sounds pretty cool. Questions on that one? There's a couple spots I noticed. Were you just trying to figure out where the track was? Oh, gotcha. All right, let's move on. Only note is on that first verse, or second verse, sorry, don't come in with the snare until the you were always good. Yeah, there you go.
Today's game is called Bad Christian Music Lyrics. This will be fun. I am. As
do something with the 90s. So did what? Trails plays through the wild blue yonder of God's amazing grace. So is it real or fake?
So real.
Sweetest candy, sour as a lime. You rattled my pages. You took me for a ride. Everybody's outside. Alright, what is it? It is real. Blank eye.
Yeah, I'm wondering, because this doesn't sound like it sounds like another van that may not be a Christian van.
Everybody's got their pick. Everybody's staying in one spot. Alright. What is? Oh, say. What?
Dun dun dun. Joey Fatone, there we go. I was like, who was the other one? But yeah, so all these things that I couldn't do, but it's like, man, I idolize that person. I want to be like that. Maybe you idolize Steph Curry.
So usually between services, I try to go and talk with people and be down in the main service, because while adult service happens, I'm always upstairs, so I very rarely get to go and like actually enjoy sitting in main service, except like when I have somebody guest speak for me like Sam. So I was gonna go and actually sit with Chelsea earlier, but then Ezra, our 9-month-old, was kind of freaking out, so we ended up just walking around with him, trying to keep him happy. How are you doing, Peyton?
Good, how are you?
Do you enjoy running the computer upstairs?
Yeah.
Sweet. I'm doing a little like Sunday morning vlog for the YouTube channel.
Okay.
Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Cool.
I was wondering what you were up to. I knew you were recording something.
I'm just some idiot walking around with a camera, like
Yeah.
talking to myself. But
have fun with that.
thanks, man. So anyway, I wasn't able to sit in service this morning the way I was kind of hoping to, but that's okay. Life happens. So I'll just come down after second service and say hi to some people.
In this moment, no matter what you believe before you walk into this moment, no matter how terrible your week was, God can, God has, and God will use any life. I'm tired of standing in the mountains. I'm tired of settling for how you see.
It's still super weird that everything's shut down right now. I miss our morning coffee a lot. Like a lot. Hey.
Hey, what's up, man?
How was your Sunday?
It was good. You know, Sundays. We had a bunch of kids today.
Yeah?
Yeah, first hour was small, but second hour was pretty huge. So
Nice.
yeah.
My second hour was smaller than first hour.
Dang, ours was really big. We had a bunch of kids in 4s and 5s and a bunch of kids in elementary. So
Nice. I think a bunch of people are still like getting used to like coming back to church after COVID. But yeah, it's like, it's kind of exciting that
We have
we're
masks.
back and doing stuff. Yeah.
yeah, totally. Which, by the way, if you want to come do stuff, we can always use help. We can totally use volunteers. So if you want to like drag some of your friends along, siblings, you know, whatever.
Hang out with some kids,
People who are
babies
trustworthy.
in the nursery.
Yeah, they're a ton of fun. Actually, my Lincoln was in there today. He had a bunch of fun, so you can come play with some cute kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that, would you say, your biggest struggle? Like
Yeah.
in your job to try
Yeah.
to get people to
100%.
To
We
volunteer.
we have a bunch of super awesome volunteers. All of our volunteers are super top notch. It's just getting enough people who are willing to
Yeah.
volunteer. That's the hard part. Is like all the people who come have fun with it. They do a great job. It's just, you know, getting enough is hard.
Yeah.
So
always use more volunteers. So if you're looking for a way that you can volunteer and use your gifts and help out somewhere, then Evan's your guy. You know, go find him on social.
all day.
Call the church. Pick up your phone and use the call function, or
It does that?
it doesn't.
Mine only
Yeah.
sends texts and Instagram posts.
Well, I guess text and Instagram posts are okay too.
Okay, and it watches YouTube videos.
Yes, mine does that a lot too. So usually I head out anywhere between 11:30 or noon, and it is 11:49. So far I'm heading out right on schedule to when I usually do. I head home for a couple hours to just kind of spend time with the family, relax, get off my feet a little bit. What's up? And then get ready to come back for high school stuff. One of the things that I love about this comparison series that we're going through is that it speaks to the heart of, I think, what many of us struggle with, especially in this day and age of like just constant news feeds, social media, and even the news going into like an election cycle and all that kind of stuff. It's just, there's this constant like, whose side are you on? Comparison between yourself and other people. What do you believe? What are you good at? What are your thoughts on this? What do you watch? And it's this never-ending thing. It seems like whatever answer you give, there's always going to be people who are opposed or not on board. And when you stack that up with like the increased pressure to perform and just be the highest that you can be, and you're compared to people who literally have all the time in the world to focus on whatever it is that is their thing, it's just not fair. There's no way to compete, no way to know like where you stand up when you compare yourself to others. It just is the ultimate self-esteem destroyer. So if you've not been able to tune in and watch the stuff from the series, go and watch it. Like I'm gonna put some links in the video here, but just check out either the middle school one, which is This or That, or the high school one, which is Like Me. This whole series is really good. And I think it's really important, especially right now in this cultural moment, for you guys to hear that message. And just be encouraged. Know that, like, it's okay if you feel less than, because you're not actually less than. God's got your back. He sent His Son for you. God does not see you through the same lens that you see yourself. He does not see you through the same lens that people see you. And that's okay. I mean, take advice from people, but when people are negative towards you, don't take it so hard that you lose all sense of value and self-worth, because it's just not healthy and it's just not true. So, I just got pulled over on my way back to the church for high school stuff this afternoon. I pulled off at the high school to get some of that drone footage, and then went to Meijer, got some of the stuff for tonight, and then crossing the light on 31 on the other side of Commerce, I look up and all of a sudden I'm getting pulled over. Well, I ran that red light, I guess. I didn't realize it was changing so fast, and it was, honestly, I was just wrapped up in my podcast and didn't recognize it. And so I was like, whoa, what am I getting pulled over for, you know? And so I pull over, and he comes up, and the officer was so nice though, so kind, and he just asked politely for my license registration and immediately got to the point. And you know why I pulled you over was just because you barely ran that light there, and wanted to ask if there was a particular reason. And I was like, honestly, no, I didn't realize I did. And so he's like, that's right. And I gave him my license and stuff. He went back, and he was only back there a couple minutes, and he was like, yeah, well, nice drone, by the way. And I was like, oh, well, thanks. I still had it in my passenger seat. He goes, well, you got a clean record, and I don't want to ruin that, so I'm just gonna let you off with a warning. Have a good day. And I was like, all right, thank you. And I intend to. I always love coming back to the building on Sunday afternoons because it's empty. Nobody else is here. Everyone's gone. It's quiet. And I can actually get stuff done. I can think straight. I can kind of prepare my mind mentally. On Sunday mornings, there's still usually other people here, and everybody's cramming to get ready for services and all the hustle. So this is like probably one of my favorite parts of Sunday, is just that quiet before everything happens, and I can just kind of, like I said, go over my sermon and make sure I'm prepared and game's all set up and all that kind of stuff. So, oh, but I forgot the milk outside. That could have been bad. Just the smell of sour milk. Left leftover pizza from last week. That's no good. Last week's and took that out. I get really excited for cereal nights like this. We don't do it very often because, well, let's be honest, sugar cereal is not the healthiest thing for you. But I absolutely love Reese's Puffs and Berry Blossom Crunch and Frosted Flakes and Cocoa Pebbles. I love them all. I can't decide. So, high school will be another one. But I do enjoy the occasional splurge. Next week we'll be back to real food again. Shoot. I was just down in my office and realized I once again forgot to come up and grab the iPad. And of course, it's dead. See, this is why you should think ahead and remember to plug stuff in. Hopefully I've got an hour or so to do that before people start showing up for practice, and we're really gonna need it. Also for high school, we like to set up the pipe and drape to make it a little more intimate and less distracting here, because it cuts off the eye line from, people have to get up and move around. It just really helps you stay focused. This is Jake's favorite part to do, right?
No, not at all.
You love setting up all the pipe and drape. No, but he's a real pal for helping up. He's a good sport. The hardest part was last week collecting all the pipe and drape from all over the building, and this week is the easier part because now it's just a matter of putting the pieces back together, which we'd already kind of kept them together so that it would be easy to put back together. And voila. Now just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more sections. And there you go. There you have it. It's so much better. Thanks for the help. Or your supervisory role.
What I do best. What I do best.
So, Jake, you usually come and you help on Sunday mornings, but then you also help out Sunday evenings.
Yeah.
And you work at DQ between.
Yes.
How's that?
It's a long day. It's tiring and exhausting, but I manage, so.
Is it worth it, would you say?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Sweet, sweet. And you jump in and help out a ton as well. So
I do. I enjoyed my Sunday, so.
Thank you for being here. Absolutely. You're loved and appreciated.
Thank you.
There can never be too much Corbin.
This is making you uncomfortable.
A little bit.
We're deciding to have the Colts game on while we have practice.
Computer's incredibly slow.
It is really slow, which is not fun. But let's go ahead and practice. My batteries are down. That's not good.
Just get your streamer out of the way right now while I'm getting set up.
No, because we did the last rehearsal without him doing it at all.
Yeah, he didn't do it this morning, so
Oh.
he's due up for one. It was probably out for a good minute.
Nice. I'll just practice without them. Give me your batteries. Yeah!
Woo! Let's go, baby!
Where do you want me to be for the first song? Where should I be is the question.
What's up?
How are you?
Good, how are you? So, usually before everything starts, I go around and make sure that everything is all set and ready to go. We got people over here who are getting all the food ready. Thank you for doing that. That's very kind of you.
So I knocked it all over.
Got all the cereal ready. Pretty pumped. You ready for me to send them down? Cool. That was a fun day. Hopefully you could enjoy being brought along for the ride. You get a little more of an insight into my weekly Sunday life. Right now I'm heading home early from the gathering because my guys, I lead a group of senior guys, we're all going to my house to play some Star Wars Battlefront and hang out. So anyway, that's all for this vlog. I don't know if I'm gonna do this again because it was a lot more work, but it was fun for sure. So we'll see you guys next time.